Hi, I'm Shyamala Gauri, Assistant Professor in Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Subject code CS3352. Subject name Foundations of Data Science. Unit 5 Data Visualization. The topic to be presented here is Importing Matplotlib. Under this topic, we are going to learn about density and contour plots and histograms. First, density and contour plots. It displays three-dimensional data in two dimensions using contours or color-coded regions. There are three matplotlib functions that can be helpful for this task. They are plt.contour for contour plots, plt.contourf for filled contour plots, and plt.imshowOff for showing images. Visualizing a 3D contour plot. A contour plot can be created with plt.contour function, which takes three arguments: a grid of x values, a grid of y values, a grid of z values. The x and y values represent positions on the plot, and the values will be represented by the contour levels. The way to prepare such data is to use the np.meshGrid function, which binds two-dimensional grids from one-dimensional arrays. Here is an example programs. In this program, plt.contour of function is called and color is specified as black. The output for the given program is shown on the right side of the slide. Next, contour plot IM show off. There are few potential gotchas with IM show off. First one, plt.im show off does not accept x and y grid. So you must manually specify the extent xmin, xmax, ymin and ymax of the image on the plot. Plot.imshowOff by default follows the standard image array definition, where the origin is in the upper left, not in the lower left, as in most contour plots. This must be changed when showing gridded data. plt.imshowOff will automatically adjust the axis aspect ratio to match the input data. You can change this by setting, for example, plt.axis aspect is equal to image to make x and y units match. Finally, it can be sometimes be useful to combine contour plots and image plots. Here is an example program. Here plt.im show off extent is specified, origin is specified as lower, CMap color map is specified as RDGY, and color bar plt.colorbar function is called in the program. The output for this given program is shown on the right side of the slide. Next, histograms. Histogram is the simple plot to represent the large data set. A histogram is a graph showing frequency distributions. It is a graph showing the number of observations within each given interval. The parameters used in histograms are plt.histof is used to plot histogram. The histof function will use an array of numbers to create a histogram. The array is sent into the function as an argument. Bins. A histogram displays now numerical data by grouping data into bins of equal width. Each bin is plotted as a bar whose height corresponds to how many data points are in that bin. Bins are also sometimes called intervals, classes, or buckets. Third parameter is normed. Histogram normalization is a technique to distribute the frequencies of the histogram over a wider range than the current range. X of n array or sequence of n arrays input values. This takes either a single array or a sequence of arrays which are not required to be of the same length. Fifth parameter is hist type, that is values can be bar, bar stack, step, step fill, and it is an optional parameter. The type of histogram to draw are bar it is a traditional bar type histogram. If multiple data are given and the bars are arranged side by side. Second one is bar stacked. It is a bar type histogram where multiple data are stacked on top of each other. Third one is step. It generates a line plot that is by default unfilled. Fourth one is step filled. It generates a line plot that is by default filled. Default is bar. That is next one is alignment. Align is can be either left, mid or right. It is an optional parameter. It controls how the histogram is plotted. Left means bars are centered on the left bin edges. Mid means bars are centered between the bin edges. Right means bars are centered on the right bin edges. Default is mid. Second, next one is orientation. This is also optional. It can take either horizontal or vertical values. If horizontal bar will be used for a bar type histograms and the bottom KWR will be the left edges. And next one is color. Color or array like of colors or none. Optional color specification or sequence of color specifications, one per data set. Default none uses the standard line color sequence. The simple example program using hist function is shown below. Here style is defined and hist of data is called and the output is shown on the right side of the slide. The another important parameter is KW args of star star KW args. KW stands for keyword arguments. Patch properties. It allows us to pass a variable number of keyword arguments to a Python function. Star star denotes this type of function. The below program illustrates this parameter. See here in the fourth line, KW args is equal to dict of his type step fill alpha is equal to 0.3 bin is equal to 40. It is specified. And in the plt.hist of star star KW args are called. And the output for this program is shown on the right side of the slide. Next, 2D histograms and binnings. We can create histograms in 2 dimensions by dividing points among 2-dimensional bins. We would define x and y values. Simple way to plot 2-dimensional histogram is to use matplotlib's plt.hist2d of function. Here is an example program, that is plt.colorbar has been called and then CMap has been declared in the history function and its labels are declared as counts in bin. The output for this program is shown on the right side of the slide. Thank you.